Hello, and welcome to another episode of a weekly deathmatch. I pressed record before thinking about what I was going to say, so I should probably pause it and think about what I'm going to say. Oh, wait, never mind. This is Dusk. So this is a bit different. I've never put this on the channel before, and these are also my first two matches ever playing Dusk. Now, I point that out in particular because the gameplay is not great, but it's what we got, so we're going for it. I wanted to do something a little bit different because Dusk is something I've been playing recently, obviously not multiplayer, but single player. I got it in a Steam sale, I got it in a bundle with a Medieval. I mostly got it for the soundtrack because the soundtrack's amazing, the game kind of accompanies it. The game's amazing too, but the soundtrack is so fucking good. It's just so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Also, I never did determine whether installing all those driver updates and shit helped my video lag. Or whether it was something else. So if that does occur, I apologise. I don't think it is occurring. I'm watching the preview right now and I'm not seeing it occur. So maybe it's fixed itself, or maybe it's more to do with the fact that this is, as you can probably tell, not the most intensive game in the world. But yeah, what I like about Dusk multiplayer from the two matches I played, which you see in this video, is that it kind of reminds me of just, you know, classic kind of arena shooters. It's nice because it hasn't got any matchmaking or anything either. There's servers. At the time I played, it was early in the morning, by the way, but there was only one server that had people in it, so I don't think it's an extremely well played multiplayer experience, but it's nice that it's there, and I hope the servers run for a decent amount of time, because as you can probably see in the bottom left hand corner, occasionally people do talk. That's the thing that reminded me the most about the classic style of arena shooter, that people talk to each other than just blow each other up and say nothing and just exist as enemies. Like, they're people, I'm playing against people, and that is refreshing. As far as gaming goes, I haven't really been playing anything different since the last time we talked. I think I talked about playing Dusk the last time we talked. I say we talked as if you're a person. You're not a person. Well, you probably are a person if you're watching this, but we're not talking face to face. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned playing Dusk before, but I have been playing Dusk on and off for a little while now. And I've also been playing all of my other games: Crash Team Racing, Super Mario Maker, Apex Legends, fucking Destiny 2 occasionally, Assassin's Creed Odyssey when I can. Normally I only have 2 or 3 games rotating. How could I forget World of Warcraft? I've been grinding Nazjatar rep in that for a while. I normally rotate 2 or 3 games within a few weeks and then kind of switch them out. Not consciously, it's just kind of how that happens. But since, I don't know, like a month ago, I've just been playing all of the games. Crackdown 3, that's another one. I played that a bit yesterday because I want to not waste my Xbox Game Pass on PC, which is very easy to say. Thank you for that, Phil Spencer. But yeah, I recently just got done reading. Okay, so since I got Marvel Unlimited, which I believe I've spoke about on here before, if I haven't, then I'm a heathen. I've been reading. I didn't start, but I kind of like really got into my stride reading Ultimate Spider-Man comics, and that kind of goes into the creation of the Miles Morales character. You know, the cool Spider-Man. And he kind of makes his way into the Amazing Universe, so I was kind of reading his stuff there, but then they kind of stopped doing dedicated Miles Morales stories, which is a shame. So I just decided to start reading Ultimate Fantastic Four. I'm going way back to 2003 now, so I read like 20 years of comics, and now going back again, and it's fucking weird doing that. But it's like, you know, when you get really invested in a book or a show or any other kind of fictional world, and it ends, and you just feel a little bit lost, because that's kind of how I feel at the minute. I just feel a little bit lost. I miss those characters in that world, because even with, like, you know, the I won't spoil it, but the transition away from Peter Parker in the Ultimate Universe, you don't leave all of the characters behind in the switch to Miles, but you do leave some of them behind, and you leave kind of the setting of that character's life behind in that world. And like, I kind of felt it a little bit then, but even then it was still leading into Miles, and now that Miles' story is done, I feel a little bit lost and a little bit sad. I'm also going to give you my completely spoiler-free and non-emotional reaction to the end of Stranger Things Series 3, which was amazing. Are you ready? Here it is. Season 3 is over. Now that my very checkboxy style list kind of commentary of what I've been playing, reading, watching, all of that kind of shit is out of the way, maybe I should actually make some proper narration. First though, I do just want to mention, I can't talk, I'm not cutting that out. I do just want to mention that the weekly deathmatch may be moving to Mondays sometime soon. Currently, officially, I think I've at the top of the playlist said that it updates on Saturdays/Sundays, basically whenever I can. Hey, good score, Christian, you're really good at this game. But it's going to be moving to Mondays because I'm changing some job stuff, and I will have different hours, and hopefully I will be more complete as a human being when I move to those hours. I will exist better as a person, and I won't make the same mistake twice in a row, like I just did on screen. Hey, didn't I make it a rule early on that I shouldn't watch a screen while I do it because it fucks up my commentary? Maybe I should listen to my past self. But yeah, it may be moving to Mondays, so look forward to that. Also, I made a very different style of video this week. It's a World of Warcraft video where I talk about my top 10 favourite zones. It was very different because I had to go and record B-roll for it, and basically it just took a lot more producing effort than normal. More editing effort, I guess. And I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. The internet as a whole is apparently not, because holy shit those dislikes, but I'm pretty sure I was getting trolled because I whinged about the 3 dislikes I got when I put it on Reddit, and it's fairly easy to search Twitter for people who put in the phrase something like, oh, I'm sad about dislikes or whatever, and just be like, oh, troll nation, go and troll a guy. And yeah, well done, you did it. I'm mortally wounded. This is actually my final video. I just can't bring myself to make another one. I'm so upset by the response. I just can't do it, guys. I can't do it. Yeah, shut the fuck up, I'm fine. There's this weird phenomenon, right, where every week I go to record the weekly deathmatch, and I say to myself, alright, what do I normally talk about in the weekly deathmatch? And the answer is, I don't know. And I guess maybe that means I need to watch my own videos more, but that doesn't make much sense, because I do occasionally go back and watch them. I always watch through them, like, all the way through after it's rendered, just to make sure that it fucking works, that it looks like a video, that people can see it with their eyeballs and understand the information that's coming out of it. That's a thing that can happen. But I just don't know what I talk about. My response to myself is always video games, I guess. What I've been playing, what I've been watching, my response to things. But the weekly deathmatch has always existed in this weird kind of space of, like, I don't know, it's this kind of one way, like, I don't know, platform for me to air my thoughts. But because it's weekly, the problem is I'm just not going to have many thoughts to voice at sometimes, you know? I don't have any opinions. I mean, I have opinions about things that are going on in the world, but they're not exactly fun things that I want to make videos about. They're not exactly fun things that I want to talk about right now. They're things that are quite depressing that are going on in the world and that people are being shitty about, so let's move away from that. There's other things going on, but I mean, real life things that I can't exactly talk about in case they don't pan out. That's kind of intentionally vague, but hopefully I'll have more to talk about next week. But other than that, I don't know what to say, guys. I've got, like, what, 3 minutes to fill? I hope these next 3 minutes are good, because I'm going to have to pause and take a real think about what I'm going to say next. I know this video's already been all over the place, and I apologise. It's been like a compendium of stray thoughts, and if that is the title of this video, then clearly I remembered to make it the title, which typically when I say I'm going to make something the title, I forget. I guess what I could use the closing moments of this video to talk about is how I want to kind of encourage discussion. I know I don't exactly get many views, like I get 2 to 3 views per video, maybe more if I'm lucky. Some of the shenanigans videos pull in more people, which is heartening. But I do just want to say, like, always feel free to, like, leave a comment. Like, I mean, within reason, I'll always reply to a comment. Like, if you have, like, something you want to say about something I said, like, oh yeah, kind of, you know, I've never played Dusk, but it looks kind of cool. My favourite arena shooter is this, even if it's just, you know, some bullshit to pass the time of day. I would be thrilled to see a comment. You know, you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not going to be disappointed by the inevitable lack of comments, but I feel like YouTube nowadays has become a very one-way facing platform. Like, especially because of, like, how most of the YouTubers you're going to watch are going to be, like, massive YouTubers who have thousands of comments. But, like, you can comment on a video and I'll happily respond to it. Please, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely, I need someone to talk to. That's not what this is. And, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to be the guy that says, oh, remember to like if you liked the video, because it's that kind of thing. It's like titling the video, like, I die in real life, with a shocked face for a thumbnail. It's that kind of thing that, like, people have to do to, like, get their work out there. And I just don't want to resort to it. But the problem with not resorting to it is my work then doesn't get out there, and then I never grow as a fucking video maker, and that's, I guess that's what it is. I'm being stubborn about it and just continuing to not grow. But I don't know, I can't stand that stuff. That being said, I can't even bring myself to say it. I can't do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna blow myself up with that grenade launcher because I can't do it, guys. Man, look at my score, what a good score. I'm so good at this.